we have absolutely no makeup on today because we are going to do a full face Dior. I'm so excited. I love playing with makeup, number one. And number two, I saw this movie, Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. Have y'all seen that? I saw that this weekend, y'all. And oh my gosh, it was just so lovely. It was just beautiful. This is my favorite eyeshadow. Number one eyeshadow by Dior. It is 559 Poncho. You guys, I have a full video I did like over a year ago. Probably even, gosh, it's probably been like longer than that now. It's been a while. But yeah, I just love this eyeshadow palette. I think it's the best eyeshadow. I think it's the best eyeshadow palette from Dior. I think Dior just does eyeshadows very well since they reformulated their shadows. I'm just putting down a primer. And no, it's not Dior, it's the NARS one. But I don't have a Dior primer. Actually, I don't think they have one. Maybe they do. I don't know. I can't keep up. I haven't tried all the eyeshadows. I mean, that's nearly impossible to do. Unless like there's a new PR or something like that. And that hasn't happened yet. You never know. But this one in particular is just so beautiful. I'm going to go in with this middle shade here. So I was watching this, you know, Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. Have y'all seen that? So this is why what made me decide, oh, I want to do a full face of Dior. It made me want to come and put on all my Dior makeup. No, it's based in kind of the late 50s, talking about how this one woman who is cleaning homes and is a maid, and she sees this beautiful Dior gown and couture, and she's like, I just want a couture gown. That's the only thing I want. And so she saved all her money and all these things to go get a couture gown from the House of Dior. And it's just a really sweet, just heartwarming movie. And I'm like, how lovely would it be to be able to have something like that? I don't have a Dior. I don't have anything other than makeup. Nor would I have it really anywhere to wear it to, quite frankly. But how fun. I don't know. I just think it would be fun, more so than anything, to just be able to have something. Oops, I just went in the wrong color. Like that. And then part of me is like, but I don't think I could ever spend that much money on a dress. I mean, that's a lot of money on a dress, y'all. I looked them up because I was quite curious to know how much they really are nowadays. Wow, they're pricey. They're about $5 or $6 grand for a couture dress, which, you know, back then it was, I think they said 500 quid, and I'm not as familiar with what that conversion rate to dollars would necessarily be, but you know, that's a lot of money back then too. So anywho, that's what the inspiration is for my full face of Dior. So I am just doing my eyes. It's really just this gorgeous punch. I love this palette. And you know, I love movies like that because they're fun and warm-hearted and, you know, meant for entertainment, of course. But I don't know, it kind of brings you back to the past in a lot of ways. And I feel like that's what these tiny trinkets of makeup kind of do for me in a lot of ways. They kind of, I don't know, they just kind of have that je ne sais quoi is what they were saying in the movie, and just that really lovely, just, you feel lovely And I say lovely because that's really how it is. You feel lovely using a Dior product. And that for me is really why I love it. I don't know why. I don't know how that makes any sense, but just for me and why I love it so much, that's just kind of it. But honestly, y'all, this Poncho palette is number one in my book. That shade is so beautiful. And if you guys like the Poncho shade, they make a Poncho kind of, I don't know if I have it with me. They have a Poncho single. I do know that. Let's do some makeup. So this is the Dior Forever Natural Nude Foundation. I need to try more of their foundations. 3N is the shade I am using. I just haven't used, I haven't tried a lot of their newer foundations. I want to try that new powder foundation. I hear it's really nice, but I haven't done it yet. I'm just using a stippling brush here. If you've seen that movie, let me know. I really want to know like your thoughts on it and everything like that. What did you think? How, you know, that's all she wanted was that gown. And she's like, I really don't even know where I'd wear it. Anywho, I just thought it'd be fun to chat about it, as well as put on some makeup. Now, what is your forever, like your favorite piece from Dior? If you have makeup from Dior, what is your favorite or top product? I'd love to know, because it's impossible to try everything, quite frankly. But I'd love to know what your thoughts are, and I'd love to try some things that maybe I haven't tried before. What do we think of this? I really like this foundation a lot. Now, this is a natural nude foundation. It provides a little coverage, but it's not too much, right? Not too much. Now, I do have that newer Dior Backstage. This is the, what are you? The Flash Perfector Concealer. Now, when the Sephora sale comes around or something like that, I do want to get the Backstage foundation again, because I haven't tried that in a long time. I mean, it's been a couple years. I do want to try that again. I really liked that foundation, but my shade was not a good match. It was 4N, it was too deep. I remember when it came out, that foundation, it was a lot deeper than their normal range. Y'all remember that? Do y'all still wear that foundation? I'm curious to know. I know a lot of makeup artists like that foundation for their kit and things like that, but I'd love to hear if you enjoy that still. And a lot of people compared it to Matte Face and Body and those types of things. Gosh, I haven't used that in a long time either. Wow. It's been a while. This is a nice concealer. What do we think? So this is in 2N, excuse me. 3N would be great for concealing have a little bit of hyperpigmentation. In the movie, I really examined the characters in the movie and their makeup. I really thought that the makeup was really beautiful, and they were very powdered, like very powdered. So I brought out this guy, oldie but goodie. It's the Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder, No Powder in 3N. Now, they did have a lot of powder on, I noticed. So I'm just curious, you always kind of curious. That's what people wore back then, a lot of powder. That's kind of what it was like. But very naturally beautiful. It was a very just Dior-esque Dior-esque. Is that anything? You all know what I mean. It's very, how do I even explain it? Just a beautiful, I mean, they did a really good job, I thought, with the makeup and everything. I thought it was very pretty. I need a powder brush. Here we go. Maybe I'll use this one. So this does have some color in it to my, you know, it's the powder, no powder. So it does provide maybe a tad bit of coverage, but not like a lot. I personally am not like the biggest powder fan, but I am not opposed. And you never know, one day I may use it and just, it may just click, right? Things change, people change their minds. So I'd love to know if there is like that one thing, you know, kind of like her dress that you, almost like a dream, you know, like, is there that dreamy item or place you'd like to go? Like, what would that be for you? I don't even know what it would be for me. I don't think it'd ever be a piece of clothing because I'm just not like the biggest clothing person. Don't get me wrong, I love fashion and I love a good bag, or I love a good, you know, I love that kind of stuff, but for me, it's not necessarily like the thing, right? It'd probably be visiting somewhere like that, like visiting. That would be so cool. Being able to visit all these places, be awesome. Powder is quite nice. I really like that. I need to pull that out more often. It's really pretty on the skin, yet not really pory. Pory. I brought out this lavender one too. I don't know. Maybe I'll just see. I forget what this is like. Oh gosh, that's the thing, y'all. I should have put this under my eyes. Put the wrong powder under my eyes. That's okay. I don't want it too like cakey or anything, but you know. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm just not like the biggest powder girl. I don't know. I just am not. Okay. For blush, I thought we'd pull out this little guy here. This is Dior Backstage Oldie But Goodie. It's like reflection here. Rosy Glow, and it's so pretty. Now, it looks super kind of like purpley pink, bright pink. Probably more so bright pink. But when you put it on, it's just like so beautiful. I think it's so pretty. All right, so as I was saying, I got distracted. The FedEx guy got here. I know, right? I'm like all over the place. I did one eyebrow, I didn't do the other. So as I was saying, like, what would be my thing? I think what my thing would be is visiting the actual place and kind of just standing in the midst of the creativity. And I don't know, I just think it's so cool, right? It seems so historical yet exciting, and I don't know, it's hard to explain. I don't know if you guys, y'all probably understand what I'm saying. Y'all get it, right? If you are like a Chanel or Dior fan or anything of the sorts, it's one of those things where you're just kind of like, it would be so cool to be in Paris and being there, and I don't know, it just kind of would be cool to see. That's something I think would be really neat one day, maybe. So this is the Dior brow product. What are you? Dior Show Onset Brow. This is in color 03. Gosh, y'all, what does that say? I think it's like a light brown. But it's a really pretty package here. It's a really pretty package here. I think it's pretty. Okay, I need a brown or black eyeliner from Dior. I love their new eyeliners. I love them. I need to get more. I have red. I don't know if I should use, it's just not red. It's like a burgundy. I lied. It's red. It's like a burgundy. I'm kidding. Yeah, I need to like focus on more eyeliners and things like that in my collection. I feel like I don't have a lot of that. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just like so pulled in by eyeshadows and all that. I don't know. That's like the really I don't know. They've come out with a lot of eyeshadow. Y'all know what I'm saying. But I do love this lip liner. They have great lip liners. Brown Fig 593. And my friend Lexi got this for me for my birthday. It's so good. I mean, look how smooth that just went on. I mean, you really don't need much else. I'm like, let's just let everything set and let's go in with the Dior Show Blackout Mascara. If I were to buy this again, I would get it in waterproof because this smudges on me. But it's okay. I'm using it. And it's a little wet for my liking. Here is the actual tube. It's not bad, but it's just not like my favorite. Oh, and I also want to know, here's a little bit more close up of this eye look, which is so good. Like I feel very like pretty. You know, like it just makes you feel pretty. And I love that. And the blush, the blush, so pretty. I did not use the bronzer yet. This is in Warm Bronze. So here I have Warm Bronze by Dior. And this is kind of what it looks like. I need to pull this out more. I know. This is why I'm not buying as much makeup. I'll do out just a bit more. And I'm using my Scott Burns brush, which is phenomenal. And just putting on a little bit around the perimeter of the face. Some highlighter. So this is the Nude Glow highlighter. So this, y'all, is the Nude Glow highlighter. It's a very beautiful highlighter. I just don't pull it out like I should. And you know, the formula's really pretty. Like, look at this. How beautiful. It doesn't take a lot. It's just a little subtle. Yet when you turn your face, right? Ah, so pretty. All right, so shall we put on lipstick? So I picked out, I had a ton of 999. I have a lot of red lipsticks from Dior because they have that signature 999. I love 999. So good. What I am using is 518. It's their new formula, which is transfer proof. I used it and it stays on. It really does. Now, I'd love to find a shade that is a little similar to that lip liner that I just used in Brown Fig, because I love this lip liner, but this shade here is so beautiful. It's so pretty. I think it's really nice. And it hugs the lips really well. It doesn't sit inside the lip line. I guess what I'm trying to say, it's very comfortable. And it's not going to make your lips look like they're aged or anything like that. Okay, y'all, that is the final look. I hope that you enjoyed this fun get ready with me using a full face of Dior, and I am really impressed with Dior, and this look I do really like really like a lot. Mascara I would buy in waterproof for sure, and I just think that this foundation is beautiful. I really do. I think next up what I'm gonna do is maybe a starter kit. I did that for Chanel a while back, but I do think that that might be something that might be helpful for y'all if you're looking at Dior as a brand or whatnot. And let me know the answers to some of my questions down below. I'd love to hear from y'all. I enjoy speaking with y'all and talking to y'all in the comments and just chit-chatting about things, and it's a lot of fun. So don't forget to subscribe, share the video if you'd like. It helps me out here as a creator on YouTube, and hit the like button if you liked it, because that helps me too in this whole algorithm world of YouTube too. So thank y'all. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye y'all.